Hello, I'm Father Joe Roesch of the Marian Fathers of the Immaculate Conception. Thank you for joining us as we continue with our year-long journey, reading the diary of St. Maria Faustina Kowalska from beginning to end. Today we take up from where we left off, beginning with diary entry number 455. When some suffering afflicts me, it no longer causes me any bitterness, nor do great consolations carry me away. I am filled with the peace and equanimity that flow from the knowledge of the truth. How can living surrounded by unfriendly hearts do me any harm when I enjoy full happiness within my soul? Or how can having kind hearts around me help me when I do not have God within me? When God dwells within me, who can harm me? Jesus, Mary, and Joseph, Vilnius, August 12th, 1935, 3-day retreat. On the evening of the introductory day of the retreat, as I listened to the points of the meditation, I heard these words: "During this retreat, I will speak to you through the mouth of this priest, to strengthen you and assure you of the truths of the words which I address to you in the depths of your soul. Although this is a retreat for all the sisters, I have you especially in mind, as I want to strengthen you and make you fearless in the midst of all the adversities which lie ahead. Therefore, listen intently to his words and meditate upon them in the depths of your soul." Oh, how astonished I was, for everything the Father said about union with God and the obstacles to this union I had experienced literally in my soul, and heard from Jesus, who speaks to me in the depths of my soul. Perfection consists in this close union with God. During the 10 o'clock meditation, Father Roesch spoke about divine mercy and about God's goodness to us. He said that as we review the history of mankind, we can see this great goodness of God at every step. All the attributes of God, such as omnipotence and wisdom, serve to reveal to us the greatest of his attributes, namely his goodness. God's goodness is the greatest of God's attributes. Many souls strive for perfection, however, are not aware of this great goodness of God. Everything that Father said in the course of the meditation about the goodness of God was exactly what Jesus had said to me concerning the Feast of Mercy. I have now come to understand clearly what the Lord has promised me, and I have no doubt about anything. God's language is clear and distinct. Throughout that entire meditation, I saw the Lord Jesus on the altar in a white garment, his hand holding the notebook in which I write these things. Throughout the entire meditation, Jesus kept turning the pages of the notebook and remained silent. However, my heart could not bear the fire that was enkindled in my soul. Despite the great effort of my will to take control of myself and not let others see what was going on in my soul, toward the end of the meditation, I felt that I was completely beyond my own control. Then Jesus said to me, "You have not written everything in the notebook about my goodness towards humankind. I desire that you omit nothing. I desire that your heart be firmly grounded in total peace." Oh, my Jesus, my heart stops beating when I think of all you are doing for me. I am amazed at you, Lord, that you would stoop so low to my wretched soul. What inconceivable means you take to convince me. This is the first time in my life that I have made such a retreat. I understand in a special and clear way every single word that Father speaks, for I have first experienced it all in my soul. I now see that Jesus will not leave in doubt any soul that loves him sincerely. Jesus wants the soul that is in close communion with him to be filled with peace despite sufferings and adversities. Here, St. Faustina writes of receiving a great grace peace and equanimity that flows from the knowledge of the truth. She can endure unfriendly hearts around her that in the end do her no harm because she has full happiness in her soul. On the other hand, kind hearts around her wouldn't help her if she didn't have God in her soul. The thing that matters is having God dwelling within us. Then nothing can harm us. Faustina then speaks of a 3-day retreat in which Jesus used the Jesuit spiritual director to reinforce in Faustina all that Jesus had been teaching her. Jesus wants Faustina to write many things to convince those who read it of his goodness. And we are benefiting from that right now in the diary. He wants us to be at peace despite sufferings and adversities. Jesus is with us at all times. We need not fear the trials that come our way here on earth. Jesus can get us through everything. Remember what we read in the Scriptures. We know that all things work for good for those who love God, who are called according to his purpose.